The college football experience, Arkansas Razorbacks 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. It's brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with our promo code TCESGPN. So do that, and remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome. Welcome to the college football experience. Arkansas Razorbacks, Woo Pig Suey 2025 season preview episode. And look, YouTube.com/the college experience. Get on over there, hit that like and subscribe button, because this is capping off a triple header as the road to breaking down 136 college football teams with a solo episode, and basically a solo hour for every single team in the land, like we do each and every year, is here. So get on over there. We just did Purdue and Minnesota. We put all these in a randomizer. We've been doing this shit since June 1st, I feel like. So your episode's probably out there if you're tuning in for the first time. But yes, if you're wondering who the hell I am, that's fair. My name is Colby Swing at Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, tailless pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
I feel like I'm at home when I'm talking Arkansas Razorback football, because, come on, you can just name, I loved when they had the slew of running backs running the Wildcat with Felix Jones and McFadden and Matt Jones, but Houston Nutt. But even further than that, they are football, man. Barry's Bananas Foster, Frank fucking Broyles, Lou Holtz, Barry Switzer, Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys owner. Yuck, but hey, he still calls them the Redskins, so he's okay with me. But this program goes back. Yeah, you can't tell the story of football without the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'll tell you that. And now it's Sam Pulled Pork Pittman's era. All right. And he's defying the odds. People had him fired years ago. Can't wait to talk about it. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the college basketball experience. And look, when the season goes live on basketball, we are live every single night over there. And hey, Calipari year 2, let's go. All right. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. How are you, man?
What is up, baby? Yes, love the Hogs. Woo! Pig suey, baby. Let's go Hogs.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
This place, look, now this is one where you say, honestly, man, you go back and look through the years. They just have under Frank Broyles, they were just dominated college football. Under Lou Holtz, dominated, right? Ken Hatfield, dominated. And even Houston Nutt had a 10-4 season and 9-3, 3 9-win seasons. And then our boy Bobby Petrino had some fire seasons. They're on the road back, buddy. They're on the road back. I want them to be back, man. I want them to be back, because they're one that, like, to me, ever since they joined the SEC, it hasn't been able to get to that point where, like, they were in the Southwest Conference where they were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I still think the potential's there. And now you got the NIL, got that Tyson chicken money. I know Calipari's getting some of that in basketball. He needs to spread that shit out though. But where you at with the program? I mean, look, we're gonna do state of the program, but like Sam Pulled Pork Pittman, where you at with old Sam Pulled Pork Pittman? Because I'm a Sam Pulled Pork Pittman guy. He's flying under the radar. I mean, they tried to. I feel like the fan. I don't know about the fans, but the media tried to say, hey, he's gonna be fired years ago. 7-6 in 2022, 4-8 in 2023, and everyone said, oh, he's done. Bringing it back. 7-6. He wasn't supposed to make it through the season. But come on, look at Pulled Pork Pittman, former O-line coach. That's a guy that fucking will knock down a bottle of whiskey, right? And be fine. Like just completely fine. Where you at with Sam Pulled Pork Pittman, man?
Oh, I love Pittman, man. I mean, the three, I think people forget. He took over. It was not in a good spot. They had lost, 16 games in a row in the SEC play. They were 4-20. And go the year before that, they were 4-8. And he took over. It took him a year, the COVID year, to get it going. But ever since then, outside of 1 year, 3 out of 4 winning seasons, 3-0 in bowl games. And this is probably his best team coming back. I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just think he's a better coach than people think. So,
well, he always got screwed on the schedule. Yeah.
Ever since Arkansas came into the SEC's like, ooh, what do we have here? Let's fuck up their entire season. Honestly, I had done a deep dive on this during COVID. Like, we had no sport we were waiting for March Madness, and they took it from us. So me and Patty C were diving into the history of. I mean, I've always been a history junkie when it comes to college football, but I mean, I think Iowa State was the only other one I could find where, like, I think multiple times the SEC has just given a month of Arkansas on the road. What?
Yeah, because that stupid Jerry World game for all those.
Yeah. But I mean, even just 3 out of 4 is just fucking insane. But specifically, then to throw that in between the Jerry World game, which is gone, by the way.
Hey, the year that they went 4-8. They were at LSU, then they were at Jerry World, then they were at Ole Miss, and they were at Alabama.
I mean,
a lot of teams.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like Sankey, like, come on, dude. What the fuck is that? Like, Arkansas is a great fan base. Let them be a little bit fair. I mean, I know all these conferences are doing it. I won't single out Sankey, but I do feel like Arkansas gets the wrath. Iowa State as well. When Texas and Oklahoma were in the Big 12 under the old, before it was your mark, Iowa State would get dealt some absolute shit, man. Like, they're the only one I can compare it to. Like, the Pac-12 wasn't aware enough. They didn't care. Larry Scott didn't care enough. He was too busy doing $50,000 nights in Vegas. But man, do I feel like Arkansas fans, you guys should be the first to be at Sankey's fucking doorstep saying, what the fuck is going on over these years? Because your program's got the rich history. You guys should be great. I mean, I know we have the ongoing joke with Arkalahoma because Arkansas has been, not as big of a name brand as they once were when they joined the SEC, but I think they can get back to that. They have everything that is great. Like that. Their fan base is fucking awesome. Baseball, basketball, football. Remember that baseball game?
Yes.
Remember that baseball game where that fan grabbed a fucking like raccoon or a possum or something, picked it up. He's definitely drunk and got like a standing O. Right? Standing O, chugs his beer while he's holding a fucking raccoon, right? And then later in the night, he checked himself in the hospital with rabies.
I wonder why.
That's just beautiful. That's where I want to go watch a game. All right. Pulled Pork Pittman is 30-31. I personally think he's done a better job than people give him credit for. And I think look, I would love to sit. Look, anyone know Pulled Pork Pittman can get me to come to Fayetteville, Arkansas. I will sit down with Pulled Pork Pittman and have a whiskey or two, talk about life, because that's one. He's high up on my list. Now that our good friend Mike Leach has passed away, may he rest in peace. Pulled Pork Pittman's high up on my list for a guy I would want to have a cocktail with. So shout out to old Pulled Pork Pittman. The offense, well, They have this guy.
There he is. Hey, Petrino.
Bobby Petrino. That there is no one. This is the best story in sports. Like everyone's going crazy on this Coldplay concert. Please. I understand it's still hilarious, but I understand like this is the best story that's ever happened, at least in my lifetime. I feel like, and I see the chat thought, they're kind of throwing shade at Barry Switzer. Barry Switzer's a G. Didn't Barry Switzer bring like a shotgun to the airport and then they found it? Oh shit! They found my shotgun. Maybe it was a 38. I don't remember, but I remember some story. It's pre 9/11. We're thinking, what is this a problem? I can't bring this to what's going on here? Road rash face is the king, man. But here's the thing that gets lost in all of this. Yes, does he have road rash on his nose, on his cheeks, on his forehead? And he's got a great smirk to go with that neck brace. But the guy can coach ball. Look, the offense, last year was year one. 44th in scoring offense, 18th in passing offense, 34th in rush offense, 10th best offense in the nation, Mac. They deal him this death blow of a schedule, and they deliver the top 10 offense. That is why Road Rash Face is a very good football coach. Buddy, this is year 2 of Taylen Green, too, who was a beast at Boise. I know he's sitting there saying, damn it, why did I leave Boise? Oh, no, they paid the shit out of me. But 40 touchdowns, 24 interceptions, and that's just in the air. On the ground, he is a weapon as well. Now, they only bring back three starters on the offense, but I think it's a 3. Look, you want to have at least 2 offensive linemen back. Okay, both guards, Carmona and Harris. And you want to get your quarterback, who I think, Bobby Petrino, you saw it when he was at Missouri State with Shelley, the former Utah kid. You saw it with Lamar Jackson. You give him a mobile quarterback with a gun. I think he does better than most coaches in college football. So I'm intrigued despite just 3 starters back. Now, of course, it's 2025 and pulled pork Pittman. He had to put down the sandwich for a second to buy some goddamn transfers. Let's go. Trevor Jackson coming in at the quarterback spot from Florida State, aka Saudi Arabia State. Running back Mike Washington from New Mexico State. AJ Green, wasn't he with Arkansas before? This is a good get, by the way, because he was at Arkansas. This is like the Farley bid. Back to Chicago, right? Like he was at Arkansas and played solid, I think, a couple years ago. Wide receiver Omega Blake. Biff Poggi was talking about him. That's a good get from Charlotte. If anything, I think he might be better than we think he is, because Charlotte was quarterback challenged last year with injuries. Courtney Crutchfield comes in from Missouri. That's pretty disgusting, the transfer from Missouri to Arkansas. But Ismael Cisse from Stanford comes in at the wide receiver spot. Jaylen Brown from Florida State as well. Andy Jean, good old Andy Jean. No, never double crossed anybody. Comes in from Pitt. Cam, he got the Shanks from UAB, comes in with Trent Dilfer. The modern game does not impress him. The tight end position. How about Jaden Platt from A&M and Rohan Jones from Montana State? Look, I don't know what to make of much of these. AJ Green, I do know what to make of. I think that's a very good get. We'll see about these wideouts. Oh, I think Omega Blake is actually a pretty solid get too. But I know Sam Pork Pittman. You can have all the flash you want. He's an O-line guy. He'll get fucking dirty. He'll muck it up. So when he goes to the portal to get some O-linemen and returns both of his guards, Marcus Dumerville from Maryland, Shaq McRoy from Oregon, Corey Robinson from Georgia Tech, and Brent Key's an offensive line guy too. So Pittman knows what the fuck is up. Kavion Broussard from Ole Miss and Caden Kittler from UCF. I saw Sam Pittman at media days talking about how he thinks this offensive line is vastly, vastly improved. It's a scary thought, Mac. I know Taylen Green needs to work on the intermediate game, but the dude has a fucking gun, and he is an athlete. There is an unbelievable upside if he can work on the intermediate game. If Pittman is not, bullshitting and this O-line is legit, which I think he might be onto something. I'm just saying it might be a lot. Like there could be a world where, like, I know the schedule's brutal, but I'm just saying, like, I believe Bobby Petrino can get the dual threat quarterback to play. Like, he is like a master at the dual threat quarterback. Go look at Lamar Jackson. He wasn't a high recruit, man. Like, I believe in what he can actually do. All right. A, on a motorcycle. B, with the women.
Petrino.
No, but I really think, man, like, this is an interesting team, because if the O-line hits like Pittman was talking at media day, and traditionally, I don't know Pittman to be like a dude that's kind of full of shit. Honestly, like, a lot of coaches give you coach speak. I've been going to these media days forever, right? And I feel like a lot of them, they give you like coach speak. A lot of them, though, aren't Pittman. Pittman's like that's what I'm saying. It makes him a little bit different. It's like he kind of is like a straight shooter to me. So if that O-line hits and it's as good as he says it is, I think this team could be a little more dangerous than we think on the offensive side of the ball. Where are you at with the offense? And do you think it's a tall order to say you're going to be better than number 10, because I don't think the offense is as good as I'm sorry, the schedule is as good as the season ago, not the offense. But I do think this will be a top 40 offense.
I think it's going to be a top 25 offense. I think Green's going to take a big step in year number 2. All Petrino's guys take that big step from year 1 to year 2. And Green, I felt like, was raw at times last year. He was first year in the system, had flashes, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, threw for over 3,000 yards, 600 yards on the ground attack. Yeah, Pittman was really high on Kittler and Robinson on the O-line. So plugging those two guys in. Washington was a productive guy at New Mexico State and Buffalo out of the backfield. And then, like you said, Green was at Arkansas, then went over to OK State. Now he's back. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's everywhere nowadays. And, I mean, he'll get the most out of that receiving core as well. So I think that this offense will be just as good, but the schedule may weigh it down a little bit.
That was kind of my thought, was like, it probably won't be top 10, but it will be still one of the better in college football. And it's something that I think would be a problem just to game plan for. You know what I mean? Like, Taylen Green. I was listening. I just took a flight back from Vegas. So I was college football hungry, like I am, well, every day of my life. And I was listening to The Athletic, and like, Stuart Mandel taking a jab at Taylen Green, and I'd have a hard time.
Yeah, I played Nico in that game,
dude. Taylen Green, like, I don't know. I just I thought it was pretty shitty coverage, in my opinion, of what they, like, sitting there shitting on the guy. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, okay, like, I understand, like, he didn't have the greatest season, but it's like
he had flashes.
Yeah, like, I'm like, you see him at Boise, he's got experience. Like, I don't know, but these are the same. Like, to me, I don't put a lot of credit into, like, it just bothers me when I hear that take, though, of, like, basically shitting on him. And I'm like, I like, okay, I've shit on quarterbacks here, but I still feel like they're a little more worthy of it. I don't think Taylen Green was that worthy of it. So
no. Yeah, I mean, he threw for over 3,000 yards last year and had 600. Yeah, had almost 4,000 yards all purpose. Yeah, I mean, he was up and down, but it was first year in the system, to what I keep saying. And
I trust, like, Petrino will get him. You know, he's got to work on the intermediate game. That's where I feel like he's a little raw. But yeah. These are the same people that thought Diego Pavia was shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, like, he won 7 games and he's a dog. Anyway, the defensive side of the ball. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. But before I do that, I want to let you know that the College Football Experience, Razorback style, is brought to you by us. Yes, we are the College Football Experience. We're part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast is back with their 32-team NFL team preview series. They're also bringing back the phrase that pays, baby. Each episode, they'll give out one word of a 32-word phrase. Submit that phrase for a chance to win $1,000 Circa Future. Yes. And while we're at it, we're also brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor, the world's greatest sports book. Yes, Circa Las Vegas is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest, Circa Millions and Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo, with all of that combining for over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true DJ if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. And also, what the hell are you doing next month right around this time? Come hang out with SGPN. Yes, not only will you hang out with Sports Gambling Podcast, Sean Green, Sean Stack and the Money Green, and Ryan Real Money Kramer, but myself and Moneyline Mac and a few others for the Circa contest weekend. But it's also week 0 college football. We will be live doing shows in Las Vegas, August 21st to August 23rd. Open bars, live shows. What are you doing? Plus, you get 15% off your Circa stay with us with the promo code SGP15. The contests are open for everyone. You just got to sign up in Nevada. You can play anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com. Use our promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million in first place. Look, there's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball, it's the best way to play fantasy football. So what are you doing? Hop on over there, sign up. And when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits there. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. Because Travis Williams, he's an interesting DC to me. At times, I think he's really good. At times, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Right? But I'm intrigued. 66th in scoring defense a season ago, 110th in pass defense. That's terrible. 34th in rush defense, 73rd in overall defense. So, intrigued. Obviously, they need to attack a clear weakness, being the secondary. They only have 3 starters back, defensive tackle Cameron Ball and linebacker Steven Dixon, Xavier Sorley, punter Devin Bale back as well. But they had to hit the portal, which makes pretty much a lot of sense in general just with all these teams, but specifically when you have 110th ranked pass defense. They went out and got Phillip Lee on the D-line from Troy, Ken Talley from Michigan State, David Oak from Abilene Christian there. Also, my favorite get out of all of these ones is Frank Molapola from Texas Permian Basin. Deep. My man, pulled pork Pittman. Look at that tape he's been studying. Abilene Christian, Texas Permian Basin. He subscribes to the FCS college football experience, if I had to guess. Justice Boone comes in from Florida. Linebacker Andrew Harris from UCF. And linebacker Trent Whalen from Kent State. And, of course, the secondary. They went after it. Julian Neal coming in from Stanford. Same with Carl Kanai Walker from Oklahoma. Jordan Young from Cincinnati. Those are all corners. The safety spot. They get Scandrett from Eastern Michigan. Shakur Smalls from the Maine Black Bears. Caleb Wooden from Auburn. And don't forget kicker Blake Ford from North Texas. Mac, schedule we're going to get to. It's absolutely brutal, but I am going to say the pass defense is going to be better. Now, overall defense, I don't know. I kind of think it would be the same. Somewhere in that vein between 65 and 85 is where I would place that defense if I had to wager. What are you doing? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm along the same lines. I mean, tell you what, they're giving Travis Williams the resources here. I mean, they went out and bought some guys in the portal, guys that played and started at the Power 4 level, and then guys that were really productive at the G5 level as well. So, yeah, I think that their resources, they'll be able to take a little bit of a step here. But I mean, with all these portal teams or portal units, it's all about continuity and how quickly they come together.
Yeah, and let me make no mistake, by the way. Arkansas I know that there's a narrative since they've joined the SEC that, they're not. I refuse to. And nowadays, college football, you have Jerry Jones as an alum. I know he spends it on the Cowboys, but like, you're the only Power 4 in your state. You have a passionate fan base: football, basketball, baseball. They should be awesome at all three, in my mind. I refuse to just think, oh, well, it's Arkansas. There's plenty of places in this. Now you could pay. What?
And they have money.
Yeah. They should be nasty. Moving forward, I believe in this program. I think the pass defense will be better. I think they'll be more the same defensively in a way. But I can't wait to watch it. And
they're going to be an entertaining team.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it, man. And we talk about state of the program, and a lot of that does have, Sam Pittman is on the hot seat. I don't think that's any secret. He's been on the hot seat, I feel like, for like 3 years. And I do, we saw Bobby Petrino, their offensive coordinator, come back to the scene of the crime after being, gone for a little bit. He got a standing ovation at the Arkansas basketball game when they hired him. So I do think there is part of the fan base. And shout out to my guy Chase Sessoms, the host of the notorious OTB podcast. We call him the Wolf, or he calls himself the Wolf of Oaklawn. Check out that podcast, by the way, if you like the ponies. If you're in Arkansas, but he's part of it. Where like I think they really want. Not that they don't like Pittman. I think everyone loves Pittman. I don't know that anyone dislikes Pittman, but I think there is part of the Arkansas fan base that wants Bobby Petrino to be the head coach, which makes for a just high drama situation throughout every game this season. Credit to Pittman for bringing him in. That's what I mean is like Pittman just slept on, dude. He went to go bring him back, which is he knows he got a standing O. He knows the fans wants it, but that's a ballsy play. I respect it. And then they put up that top 10 offense in America. And everyone says he's a good coach. I think Sam Pittman's a good coach. Now that's all to do with state of the program. Fans, buy-in, coaching, staff, roster, but also stadium. And Mac, this is one of the most interesting ones, man, because they have two stadiums. They all have to do with state of the program. Donald W. Reynolds Stadium, 87 years young. Mac, this place is fucking awesome. Any college football fan should be trying to get to the stadium at all cost. But they also play a game a year. And I think previously, back in the day, it used to be a little more than a game a year at War Memorial. And you'll see in a second. But this is Donald W. Reynolds Stadium. This is the only team I think I've had to do two stadiums for, by the way. This shit is fucking fire, by the way. Look at that fucking stadium, dude.
Oh,
you got mountains in the background, and the way they do that shit, they're passionate fans. I love the striped fucking fan stuff that West Virginia created, allegedly. Don't be like that Florida Gator nonsense with the Gatorade. Don't have me find out.
I don't know.
Okay.
We claim it. I'll go with it.
Yeah.
It's not like something I'm gonna hang a banner about.
Dude, I was somewhere. I don't know where I can't remember. I've traveled the United States a long time, like a lot of different times, and doing stand up or whatever, like just traveling. I was somewhere. I want to say it was Nebraska, but it could have been Florida, where I was at a bar and like just made friends with, just having a good time, made friends with someone that went on to give me the spiel. I think it was in Nebraska, that Florida did not create Gatorade, that Florida stole the recipe from Nebraska. And I couldn't give one fuck about the recipe of fucking Gatorade, but I sat in a fucking argument, or I don't even know if it was an argument, like just them stating how disrespected they were that they created Gatorade at Nebraska. For what, like probably an hour and a half of my life. I was, oh yeah, you did? No way. And then Florida stole it, those filthy whores, right? So if that happens, if West Virginia is stealing the striped crowd thing, I don't really give a fuck, but I'm just saying.
No, we created it, damn it.
Yeah. This stadium is awesome, by the way, man. This is college football done the way it's supposed to be, man. It's been there fucking 87 years, man. Jimmy Johnson played on this field. All their legends. Gary Anderson was a running back with the. You know what sucks, man, is Gary. You know, the original USFL back in the 80s. A lot of players kind of wasted some of their golden years. Gary Anderson was a running back for the Chargers and the Bucks, but he played on Spurrier's Tampa Bay Bandits. That motherfucker would be so good in today's era of football. It's like Eric Metcalf. Like Eric Metcalf or Gary Anderson, those guys would be. They're in the wrong era. They're born in the wrong era because like the style of play was just so much different. But he played on this field. A ton of greats. Dan Hampton, fucking Chicago Bears, 85 Bears played on this field. It's phenomenal. Look at this place, man. I'm curious what you're going to give this stadium. Look at that. Are you kidding me?
Man, this is fucking.
That's a fuck incredible. Are you kidding me?
And just the culture on game day there is top notch. Seats 76,000, baby, 76K strong.
Why would you? Why I don't even understand why anyone would watch the NFL. I mean, just besides it being Sunday and not having college football on, but I'm saying like. This is better than every single fucking NFL stadium there ever has been, really. I mean, at least recently, at least. You got to go way back. But they were playing at old college football fields anyway since they created the sport. But I'm saying, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh, my God. Look at that. They got the Frank Broyles Center playing homage to a fucking football legend. I mean, it's just fucking perfect. But as Jerry Davis is saying in the chat, we're going to talk about something, Mac. Because this is a unique situation we got going on with Arkansas Razorback football being fucking amazing and something that is a sleeping giant in my mind. That's just a phenomenal stadium though. How could anyone think that this is not one of the best football stadiums in America? Look at that. I mean, it's phenomenal, but they have another stadium, Mac. They play as Jerry Davis is saying in the chat.
They play one game a year here now.
One, and it should be, and I know my guy Wolf of Oaklawn, Chase Sessoms, host of the Notorious OTB podcast, would say they're fucking up. It used to be LSU every year that LSU had to play at Arkansas. And now this year I actually think they're paying homage to it correctly, but I agree with Chase, and it used to be 3 or 4 games a year, says Jerry Davis, and I believe it. I didn't know it was 3 or 4. I thought it was 2 or 3, but yeah, whatever. They have War Memorial Stadium, which is fucking awesome, man.
Throwback.
It's a fucking gem. It reminds me of the Cotton Bowl. Look at this shit, man. This thing is awesome. Like, you play at 2 awesome stadiums. How many people can fucking say that? This year too, Mac. They play Arkansas State there, which, according to Chase, who, lives in Arkansas, he was telling me in their legislation that they couldn't play Arkansas State before. And now this is going to be their first ever meeting, and they're playing them there. I cannot wait to watch that game. And if you told me, Dundee, you got to go to a game this year in the state of Arkansas, that would easily be my number one choice. This fucking gem of a stadium. Look, in my opinion, there needs to be more football games here. Like, there should be a fucking bowl game here. This stadium is awesome. I don't know, but somebody listening needs to call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE because we can. This thing, it reminds me of the Cotton Bowl. It's basically like you have 2 Cotton Bowls. There's a gem sitting there in Little Rock. Please do everything to protect this. All right. I don't care if what the Clintons, who they got to murder, right? We can protect this thing. All right. Let's go. Look at this fucking stadium, dude. They have 2 awesome stadiums. Not many, and I know they kind of rent this out. Like, I think other schools, like Pine Bluff, I think plays there occasionally. They have that other bowl, don't they? They have like some D2 bowl or something there that's played. But this is why. Oh my God, dude! Shut the fuck up. They should be playing LSU now. Part of the reason why, from what I hear, and once again, I'm over here. I was living in LA. I'm in North Carolina, but I'm saying, like, from what I understand, they stopped playing LSU there because it was too much drunken debauchery, which is why you should play them there. LSU was losing. Remember that when McFadden ruined their season? That shit.
I think that game was in Baton Rouge, but I remember them.
I feel like Houston Nutt had their number. Am I crazy? But I think you're right on the McFadden game wasn't Baton Rouge.
Yeah, they need to bring it back. It's too much drunkenness. Dude, that's Arkansas LSU in a nutshell, baby.
Yeah, but dude, what do you give this stadium? Because they have like one of the more unique situations in college football where they have two awesome fucking stadiums to play at.
I'll give this one a 9 just because they don't play that much. But it's a gem, man. I mean, that thing is sweet.
I actually like the look of this one more than the other one, but both are phenomenal. Like it's both are fucking phenomenal to me. Like college football through and through, both of them fantastic.
How is there not a bowl game here?
I have no idea. I have no. Yeah.
How
they
is Little Rock?
They do it at like MLS stadiums in like fucking Houston. You can't do one at a fucking classic that's got a huge amount of history in college football. Are you kidding me? I don't know. You know, that's what happens when you put. That's the problem is you have like dudes at like fucking Walmart execs making bowl games. You know what I mean? Oh, let's play it at the MLS stadium. They haven't watched one lick of college football. They're probably just whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever company. I said Walmart probably because their affiliation with Arkansas in my brain, but I'm saying like whatever. Hertz, Rent-A-Car. They probably have no fucking idea about just college football history, and they're just like, hey, why not play it at this nice MLS stadium we have here? All right. When this thing is just sitting there. Just come on. Vote for Pick Dundee for president. All right. This thing's a fucking gem. I love college football. Great fans. State of the program. I had a hard time with this because you're like, well, Pittman's on the hot seat. Pittman's on the hot seat, but yet they have Road Rash Face who they want in a way. So I don't see that being a problem. Like I think both are capable of leading them to a nice season potentially. But the SEC does like to give them just death blow schedules. That does equate for something. But I'm gonna give it a 6 of 10 right now. Am I foolish? What do you think?
6 is fair. I mean, they missed the bowl game 2 years ago. A nice bounce back last year with the bowl win. We need to see a nice 9 win season or 8 win season to jump it up a little bit. So yeah, I think 6 out of 10 is fair. I'm in agreement here.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna talk the schedule, which is fucking insane. But before we do that, I want to let you know that the college football experience, Arkansas Razorback, Woo Piggy edition, Woo Pig Suey edition. I'm drinking. Is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport, including all those summer sports, man. You're in the weeds. I understand. I bet like $500 a weekend on CFL. You know what I mean? You got golf going on. Placed a wager on some shit. I honestly haven't watched golf in forever, but I'm still betting on shit. Shout out to John Daly, though, Arkansas alum. WNBA, yeah. I've bet it before. Can't say I've watched it, but I've bet it before. MLB, yeah, I bet the hell out of MLB. The MLB is tough to bet, though, man. But you know, it's the summer. You're looking for these edges, all right? You're betting the fucking like the Mexican Baja 3000 or some shit, right? I've been talking to all these bets, marble races. They're all there for you at mybookie.ag, but they also have college football and NFL futures, which I just destroy those. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well, even outside of the States. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. But when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN because you're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply, of course. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Probably heard me talk about Rhythm before. They just dropped a new game-changing feature called Power Trends. These are AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a very high ROI. Think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. Power Trends are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm and Rhythm only. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets, baby. And the MLB Power Trends are kicking ass this year. 254 and 147. A win rate of 63%. ROI of 4.5% their last 400 bets. WOBA is actually kicking ass too. 35 and 20 since the launch. Almost 64% win rate there. 20.7 ROI. Good Lord. Download the Rhythm app. Check out Power Trends and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right. We are back talking Razorback football and the schedule. Week 1. Alabama A&M, John Stallworth's alma mater, coming into Donald W. Reynolds Stadium. Take on these Razorbacks. I'm surprised this game's actually never happened. A little bit. I know you got the segregation thing, but I'm saying still kind of thought they would play. This is a good one to have on the schedule because they will win by 45 to 55 points. So 1-0. They needed this one with what old Sankey and company dealt them. What are you doing here?
Yeah, they ran up the opener last year. Yeah, they rolled by 50.
Can I say I admire this schedule? Like, I got to give it up to Arkansas. Like, okay, the non-con, they know what they're like. This is an awesome non-con for an Arkansas fan or for someone that loves college football like myself. I'm going to go ahead and say they did the best job in the non-con of anybody in college football.
It's unique.
Well, Alabama A&M's an FCS and it's still regional, right? Like you, and especially knowing that the SEC fucks you over for like 20 fucking years, 30 years. You go out, you get a regional FCS with some history. Okay. Boom. This game being on the schedule, kudos, credit to Arkansas for finally making this happen. I am very excited to watch this game. This is the one at War Memorial that I alluded to earlier. Butch Jones, the head coach of Arkansas State, Sam Pittman. I am taking Arkansas to go 2-0. I can't wait to watch this game. And I love this game on the schedule. Kudos to the AD. Whoever put this shit together, I am going to give you a ton of credit on all of your non-con games. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I do think this is going to be a competitive game. I mean, this is going to be the Red Wolves Super Bowl for sure. Getting a crack at him, Butch Jones, but like we said in the preview, they lost a lot. Arkansas's offense too explosive. 2-0.
It will be more of a game. I'll probably end up taking the points just because it hasn't happened ever, and they've both been playing football for like over a century. But it is, Rayner's back at the quarterback for Arkansas State, and they still have Corey Rucker, the wideout. So to me, it could be a sneaky game. I just love that it's finally there on the schedule. And then, there's an SEC conference game the next week. Heading to Oxford, Mississippi, take on Joey Freshwater there, Lane Kiffin.
These games are usually insane.
I love these games. I mean, but I think the fact that Arkansas and Arkansas State hasn't been played ever is kind of emotional. So I'll take Ole Miss. So 2-1. Even though I would, I'm going to be rooting for my guy Pittman. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Simmons at home. I'd probably like him better early in the year in his home game. So I think Ole Miss is going to be explosive offensively again. I think they got too much for Arkansas down there in Oxford. That's going to be a fun game, though.
Great. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Very excited to watch it. Then, though, and back to the credit. Okay. Athletic director at Arkansas, you're fucking awesome. This is another one that I've been to Memphis, and if you've been to Memphis, and the Liberty Bowl is an amazing stadium, by the way. I love this stadium. Now, the fact, if you've been to Memphis, you could skip rocks to fucking Arkansas.
Yep.
Right? It's literally right there. This game should happen more. I understand that it's a completely dangerous game. I've heard many people already. I was just at media days, and I heard people say, why would they schedule this at Memphis? I reward them. Fuck that narrative. This is awesome. This is good for college football. It is good for Arkansas fans. This is good for it. And guess what? I know Memphis leads this all-time series, by the way. They're going to win at Memphis this year. I don't know about Silverfield. He's bringing in Brendan Lewis, the quarterback that was once at Colorado, that was at Nevada last year. I'm not sold on that guy. Right? He's bringing in a few other guys. They do have money, and they're on probation and like a bunch of other sports. But I think Arkansas is going to go in there and get that dub. I can't wait to watch this game, though. Job well done. Arkansas State and Memphis. Job fucking well done. And credit to the AD that put this together, because I'm telling you, this to me is, I think it's one of the most interesting non-con. I really do.
We haven't even got to the big one yet.
I know, but I love these for the regionality of these ones, and then the fact that they haven't played enough and they're doing that. Credit to them. Bravo. Who are you taking in this game?
I went back and forth. Give me Arkansas. They bounce back. They get a split on the road here. They drop the Ole Miss game. They get it. They grind out a close one against Memphis. Like, they're gonna have a lot of fans at this game as well. And I think that offense, like I said, I'm bought into this.
Dude, honestly, like if you're a college football fan, and you're like, you could stay in Arkansas for 1 month, or like, you hit the game at Little Rock, the War Memorial Little Rock. You hit the Liberty Bowl, and then you go to Donald W. Reynolds for this next game. And that is like probably the best road trip you could do. I know you have the week in between. If you could go to the Grove and Oxford, Mississippi, that is probably the best 4-game stretch you could do. But this next game is phenomenal to me. I know they've never played, and you're saying regionality doesn't make sense, but this is Lou Holtz, man. Lou Holtz, he was awesome at both these schools. That's why this game is cool. I imagine, God willing, if Lou Holtz is alive at this point, and still, I will still lay minus 500 that he could take down Ryan Day. But I'm imagining he'll be here for this, and the Holtz family will be, including my boy Skip. This game's awesome. I like it on the schedule. Now, you would say normally, why would you like this game? They never even fucking played. But the fact that Holtz has won the last coach to win a natty at Notre Dame, and dominated at Arkansas, this is I consider this game relevant and cool and awesome. It's not a neutral site game, which is the worst shit ever.
And the environment is good.
Dude, I think they could get this too, man. My problem is this, man. On the Notre Dame preview, I called for A&M to get Notre Dame. I'll tell you this: if A&M does not get them, it'll be Arkansas. But I can't wait to watch this game. They'll storm the field on this.
They fucked Arkansas on this. They put this shit at noon.
Oh man, what is this? Peacock or NBC?
No, it's ABC.
Really?
Because they got Alabama, Georgia that night, and Penn State, Oregon. So they noon this one up.
They're killing me on this. Who is in? That's what I'm saying. The same people that are making these bowl games at MLS stadiums. Oh, Arkansas, Notre Dame. Why are they playing? Let's put it at noon.
Why can't you put it at 3:30?
No, this should be at fucking 8 p.m. over there, dude.
I agree, but if like you really want to highlight those other two games, put the shit at 3:30. What's wrong with 3:30?
Oh God, man. Dude, this place is gonna be on fire. Notre Dame's prestige coming in there. They've never been to fucking Donald W. Reynolds Stadium ever.
Notre Dame doesn't fit in this.
God, it's perfect.
Give me Notre Dame. But I'm with you. I'm going to be on the points when we get there.
Notre Dame is starting a fucking freshman quarterback. And wait a second. Do you have Notre Dame's schedule in front of you?
I know
that. That's not really at Miami though. That's not a home edge. You're telling me is this his first road start?
Yeah, because they got the bye week. They go. Yeah.
Well, they host A&M, right?
Yeah, and then they have Purdue at home.
Oh man, maybe I'm wrong about the A&M. Maybe it's this one.
I hope so. I hope it's this one. They got Tennessee last year in Nico.
Oh, they stormed the field like they should. Yeah. Fuck Sankey's little rules too. Greg Sankey, isn't he the worst? How are you guys content with him, SEC fans, right? You should always storm the field. You pay like $30,000 enrollment. All right. I did appreciate like Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Whatever athletic director was like, I don't give a shit. I think it was Tennessee's. Storm. We'll pay the fine. Unbelievable. If you beat Notre Dame, you better storm. And I know, look, that's the best part about it. I know Arkansas. Arkansas will storm the shit out of this. It doesn't matter the fine. You know what I mean? Like they'll storm the hell out of this stadium. Man, CJ Carr, this is his first real road game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I took A&M. I'm going to stick to it, but I'm like, man, I think this might maybe I'm misjudging this. Maybe this is the one, but I will stick to what I said earlier. So give me a loss here.
We're both 3-2.
3-2. What a great non-con. You got the Holtz Bowl, Memphis and Arkansas, and you're even got the balls to play neutral against Arkansas State and at Memphis. Look, I know that might not probably hurt your playoff chances, but I don't give a fuck. That is awesome for college football. Best fucking AD. I don't know who the hell you are, but you're fantastic. All right, after Notre Dame. Look, there's the Lou Holtz shit. We got a bye week. Look at the classic Lou Holtz artwork. Check it out. YouTube.com/The College Experience. They come after the bye week. And it's a good bye week to have because guess what? You stormed the field against Tennessee last year. And now you got to go to legendary, awesome Neyland Stadium, by the way, in a series that goes back, 118 years. I'm all over the place. I think this is the hardest game on the schedule to project because part of me thinks Tennessee's going to get revenge. But then part of me is like, what if Tennessee's not that good? They lost a ton of production. I'll take Tennessee just because that stadium and that like. And by the way, if you haven't gone to that stadium, that's incredible. I'll say loss here. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna go with Tennessee as well. They're also off a bye week, so it's not like one team has a bye, the other one doesn't. So give me Tennessee in the revenge game in Knoxville. That place is always crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Durs in the chat. Every SEC team should have a schedule like Arkansas. I completely agree.
Yeah,
like
that's the point of the 8 games.
Well, like to me, like imagine Alabama playing at Troy or at Southern Miss or something. You know what I mean? Or at South Alabama, and imagine I don't feel like it happens that often. Like when's the last time LSU played at Tulane? Might have happened at the Superdome or some shit, but it would be better for the sport, in my opinion. Like Kentucky play at Western Kentucky. That'd be fucking awesome. So yeah, we got them at the same record still.
Yep, 3-3.
Then they're hosting Texas. Thank God we're out of Jerry's World. They took a great rivalry and put it at like a horrible location. Southwest Classic. Oh man. Give me Arkansas. If I'm not giving them Notre Dame, the crowd is going to win one of these games for them. You saw it last year with Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like
that's what we said in the A&M preview when we both took Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't played this on campus in like what, a decade?
Yeah. And all of a sudden Arkansas has 3 straight home games because there's no Jerry World.
I can't believe they agreed to that deal at Jerry World. That AD needs to be sending them some anthrax in the mail because what was that? Like that. Anyway, okay. So after that,
let's go, baby.
Then Auburn comes to town. Look, I'm just not there. I'm not there. Arkansas win. Everyone's praising Auburn. They bring in Jackson Arnold and maybe Gus Malzahn. What am I talking
He's
about?
at Florida State.
I know. Same difference. Huge strip club freeze. I still have my questions about Auburn. I know they're super talented, but I also watched Cal come in there and dominate them last year. And now they got to go to Fayetteville. I'll take Sam Pittman and Bobby Petrino. I trust them more than I do huge strip club freeze. 2 wins in a row. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Arkansas. at home. I think this should be shootout. Both these offenses should be electric. So yeah, give me Arkansas.
Yeah, and then this game's awesome, by the way. And I still haven't forgot that Arkansas got robbed. You remember when Bo Nix spiked the ball backwards?
Yes, what in like
and they called it incomplete, even though it was like he's like way behind him.
Yes.
And they couldn't challenge that. What the fuck are we even doing here? How could you not challenge that? Anyway, after Auburn, they host Mississippi State. And look, you gotta love, as much as we shit on the road schedule and the non-con like being really challenging, I love this 3-game home stretch right here because I think they could sweep the board. That A&M game is so huge. They are going to beat Mississippi State and Jeff Levy with that bullshit abrupt slide quarterback, running the quarterback abrupt slide offense. No, not going to work. Give me the Razorbacks again. What are you doing here?
Yep, 6-3. And like I said, they get the 3-game homestand because they got out of that Jerry World deal.
That's so huge for them. Huge for them. Yeah. Then we got a bye. Look, shout out. I know Jerry in the chat is a long time. I'm under the impression he's a long time Razorback fan. Barry Foster, Gary Anderson right there. Then we jump out of that and they head to this next stretch. I'll be honest. This next stretch is I think the hardest, probably the hardest back-to-back away in the country. I haven't pulled it up, but man, this rivalry is awesome. What is this, Battle of the Golden Boot or some shit like that? Man, I have been to Baton Rouge many times. I cannot, as much as I love this rivalry, I cannot take the Razorbacks here. I will say this is a loss, and it might, even though it's Brian Kelly and his family. What are you doing here?
Yeah, you got to take LSU. It's Death Valley, and they got the bye, but I'll go LSU.
Yeah. Then after that, the back-to-back away is fucking insane.
Oh, gotta go to Texas.
I love this game though. I look, this is old. I'm an old guy, dude. I fucking grew up watching the Southwest Conference. I'm glad this game, like, the only good thing that I could find about Texas joining the SEC was I was like, man, we're gonna get Arkansas, Texas every year. Darrell K. Royal Stadium. God, I would love it, man. Please. I can't take them though. I got to take Texas, but
yeah.
I think this would be like top 10 most wanted wins of the season, man. Is give me Arkansas to win this thing, but I can't. What are you doing here?
Texas. It's tempting, but I mean, hey, man, you never know with an NIL team. The front runner Texas, maybe they throw in the towel on the season if they're out of the playoff contention, but I don't know. They're so much more talented, and the game's in Austin.
Oh man, but it's, you know what's on deck for Texas? Texas A&M. It's a slippery spot in that regard, but it's a horrible end of the back-to-back away. That's why Sankey did them dirty. It was like if you had just given them a home game the week before, that to go to Baton Rouge, Death Valley, then go to Darrell K. Royal, even though Texas has A&M on deck. It's fucking brutal, man. I'll tell you this. I'll take the points, though. I think it might be a little slippery. You?
Yeah. Hey, shit. I mean, they were in the hunt last year to get him. They just couldn't execute down the stretch. They beat the brakes off them 3 years ago.
Oh, I remember that. That was with Sark, by the way.
That was with Sark. Yeah, big game Sark that everybody praises.
Yeah. But pulled pork Pittman. What? Got it done against big game Sark.
Yeah.
And then we have the season finale here. The Missouri Tigers go into Donald W. Reynolds Stadium to take on Arkansas Razorbacks. They're still pumping this as a rivalry game. I know it might mean something because it is a border battle, which I do respect, but I still feel like Missouri should be playing Kansas in the final game of the season. But I am going to take Arkansas to win this game and get a 7th win right here. What are you doing here?
Yeah, we're seeing eye to eye on this. I mean, we thought that the offense would be better. The schedule's tougher, but they take a step and they go from 6 wins to 7 wins.
Yeah, there we go. I don't know. You eat hogs, he always hippo.
Is that English?
I don't know. It might be Arkansas language. Dude, 7 wins. Does that keep pulled pork Pittman? Let me ask you that, because look, the win total is 5.5, and I feel pretty good about the over personally. Right?
He's gonna get to a bowl.
He's gonna get to a bowl. But let me ask you that's what I want to ask you is, where could it go wrong? But here's the thing. Let me ask you this question. If Sam Pittman's fired, is Arkansas better off with road rash face?
That's a good question. There would be a lot of excitement. There'd be a shitload of excitement. I don't know. I mean, it's still Petrino's offense. I kind of feel like they'd probably be better with Petrino. I mean, he pumped out 10, 11, and 11-win seasons there. So, yeah, probably. But I'm pulling for Pittman. I like Pittman. He's an offensive line guy.
So give me the ceiling here. I think A&M, Arkansas State, Memphis. What if they did get Notre Dame? Notre Dame, hold on. I don't want people to just quickly react and say, "Oh, they get Notre Dame." First off, they're hosting Notre Dame. First off, Notre Dame, or second off, Notre Dame has lost to Northern Illinois, Stanford, and Marshall over the past 3 years.
Yes.
So what if they did get Notre Dame? They get a bye week then. Go
8-4.
So that's your ceiling. Now, okay.
Yeah.
Now the other side of that coin is, what if Butch Jones and Arkansas State clips Pittman because they got an SEC opener on deck? That's another reason why Sankey's a pile of shit. Or like the SEC schedule makers. Maybe it's not Sankey. Maybe he just oversees it. But to give him the Ole Miss game after Arkansas State is fucking rough, dude. What is the floor? Or what is the floor? 2-10?
I mean, I say 3-9. I couldn't see them losing all those games.
I think the offense is too talented.
Yeah, I mean, Mississippi State should be a lock at home. They're way better than them. I think 3-9.
Yeah, 3-9. But I'm on the over. I feel decent about this, dude. I actually, as much as I think it's a ridiculous road schedule when you look at this.
Lock up Pittman.
I mean, Tennessee was in the playoffs last year. Ole Miss was knocking on the door. LSU, many project to be in the playoffs this year. Texas was in the playoffs. It's a ridiculous road schedule. And then you throw in Memphis, who was, not far from making the playoffs as the group of 5. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's very, very intriguing, though. But I feel all right. You're locking this? Is that what you said?
Yeah, give me Pittman. Lock it up. Ride with it. Let's go.
I'll join you just because I think there's a security blanket. If Pittman gets fired, you got Petrino, road rash face. Give me that over. What's the juice on the over, by the way? I know the juice is because I feel like everyone I talk to is on the under.
Yeah, they're counting. They're already firing him. Plus 110 over.
Yeah, load up. Let's go, folks.
Path, man, that offense is going to be good.
I think it will be good too. And if Pittman's, he's not one to spew bullshit. Most, out of, I know all coaches kind of spew a little bit of bullshit, but I feel like Pittman is more of a straight shooter than most. That O-line's probably pretty good, and I think that makes me feel a little bit better about the over. So. Yeah, let's go. That's our show. That's our night. Triple header, just like that. Boom. All right. Remember, tomorrow we will be back. We are going to attempt the triple header. Not going to guarantee it, but we have the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, the Temple Owls, who have a new head coach, and the East Carolina Pirates. Let's fucking burn down the whole goddamn place. Let's go. And then remember, Tuesday, I will be at ACC Media Days interviewing Bill Belichick and company. And that is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we might try to squeeze one or two in, but don't anticipate a ton of content coming out besides the interviews. I will have some interviews. I hope to talk to Brent Key. That's one that I think he's doing a hell of a good job. So yeah, and let me know if anyone's going to ACC Media Days. Hit me up. And let's go. Yeah. I don't even understand. Will Hippo Bitch Fan be here tomorrow?
English, please.
Yeah. Is that Chuck Bednarik's grandson? Because, man, the world's been fucked ever since, right? Tomorrow, triple header if all goes well. Colby and Chapel Bill. That's the question. Can we set odds of that before we get off air on this? So I'm going with the anticipation that I'm going to be able to interview him. I filed the paperwork to interview him.
Is Jordan going to be there?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Part of me, I know this game, dude. I've been to enough media days where it's like, if it's a big time name, and especially if there's a scandal or something going on,
yeah.
Which I don't know if that qualifies as that, but what are the odds? Because I have it marked down, but I've also been in this game long enough where I feel like if like Dion didn't do a bunch, I'm not even referring to the bull junk as the Athletic. I'm talking about he doesn't make the normal rounds that most go around. And I think Belichick might get that same treatment. What do you think?
Probably. Yeah. He's got 7 or 8. How many Super Bowls he got? 8, including the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Hey, you probably could have easier access to Dabo.
I think so.
Yeah, because
I think so.
Bill will take all the attention. Just get Dabo. Dabo's more interesting anyway.
Yeah.
He'll give you something crazy.
Chapel Bill, Sean and Ryder ran into the Sports Gambling Podcast guys in Vegas on Friday, briefly for like 3 minutes, and they're like, "Dude, you're gonna ask about his wife or his girlfriend or whatever," and I'm like, "No, if I interviewed, I think I would ask other questions, but I mean,
like defense."
Not only that, the fact that he hasn't been in college football ever, the fact that he's he's going to basically aligning the third generation of Belichick's to be through Chapel Hill, which is fucking fascinating. So, anyway, hopefully that happens. If so, you'll hear it here. But tomorrow night, we're going to have a great fucking night. Rutgers and Temple, they used to be rivals in the Big East. East Carolina, the greatest university that's ever fucking existed. All right, folks, that's our show. Tomorrow night, you're going to hear a lot of that fucking song. So I suggest you take the night off if you don't like that song. Till next time, give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at DColby. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. YouTube.com/The College Experience. That is the hub for all of our shit. The College Baseball Experience, the College Basketball Experience, Frozen 4 episodes, FCS College Football Experience, and the regular College Football Experience, as well as sports gambling podcast stuff. Till next time, this is the College Football Experience. Woo Pig Suey style. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7 messages. 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. My body can soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. My body can soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. My body can soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter. but it don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks, largely because leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to appear cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift.
I'm taking a piss right now. It's like
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles taped. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pair of feet by the tree that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the head. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause it's easy goal moves toward it. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Conspiracy theories, gotta love them clearly. Nothing's more entertaining than entertaining a query. Just a word to the wise and the weary. Recognize the authors of reality and theory. Theoretically, I could have won Scribble Jam. In reality, I lost to a legend. Theoretically, I'm best friends with Uncle Sam. In reality, I've never even met him. Now, one day my potential may become reputation. Until then, I'm still a work in progress. I suggest you question what I'm saying. If anything, to become familiar with the process. My agenda may suit your needs. When I say your bill of rights has been ripped to shreds, but if it defends what you believe, hold dear to your truths and scream fuck seeds. I'm impossible to outsmart mind, body, and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun mind, body, and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo mind, body, and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself.